Good morning, folks. This is Rusty 78609 in my luxurious studios in Central Texas, USA. It is 9:07 a.m. Central Standard Time, October the 6th, I think, Thursday, 2016. This is it, the only presence in my RV, and me. And why is he there instead of a pet? Because I tried a pet and a pet didn't work. And why do I say this every time? Because 70% of my viewers are first time and they don't know who I am. Having said that, I have full-time RV'd for 23 years. I also go camping in a Prius, have done that for about 4 years, and probably will continue to do that for a while. Here's a comment by a viewer, and it says, in my search for a smaller travel trailer, I came across a new brand that looks very interesting. You might want to check it out as well. Well, I have. It's called the Lil Snoozy. And I got to tell you, she's talking about it's got some good points, etc., etc. And everything she says is true. However, it's expensive. It's not cheap. It's a little bitty pull behind travel trailer, bumper pull, and it weighs, I think, about 1,200 pounds, and it's expensive. It is expensive. It's like $21,000 for is it a 19-foot? I'm not sure. I'll have to look. Yeah, yeah. That's the living area dimensions are 14 feet 6 inches. The trailer length from the end of the tongue of the pull thing to the rear of it is 19. Some RVs, when they give you the length, they include the part that front part that's useless. Ask them what the living area dimensions are. That's the part you're going to use. No, it's a very neat little unit. It's very well constructed. The inside height is what I liked. The inside headroom is 6'4", which is great. It's a great unit. I mean, for those of you it says overall weight 2,500 pounds. It's a well built, well thought out product. There's no doubt about it. It's got the wheels. The wheels, like on most RVs, the wheels are kind of up under against the frame of the RV. They're not exposed, so to speak. Well, on the Lil Snoozy, it's got one axle and one wheel on each side, and they're outside. Okay, and what that does, that just gives it better balance, stability when you're pulling it down the highway. Because what you get is these crosswinds and stuff, and big trucks are passing you, and it causes your trailer to do a little whipping. And but no, it would be great. It's just that for me, it's a solid fiberglass camper. It weighs 2,650 pounds, and it's $21,500 starting. Okay, starting price. It's made in South Carolina. You can find it at LIL is how it's spelled. LIL Snoozy SNOOZY lilsnoozy.com, and you can check it out. It is well built. But for $21,500, it'd be a little difficult for me to justify it. I mean, it is. It's kind of the Airstream of the mini RVs, I guess you should say, because it's got, a freshwater tank, 35 gallons, gray water, 30 gallons. It's actually got everything a regular RV has. Got a little kitchen, got everything. And would it be a great little tow behind? If you've got the money, get it. I'm telling you, if that's in your budget, perfect, because it's better than the Casita. It's better than what's the other one? There's another one. Can't think of it right now. Siesta or something like it starts. I can't remember. But anyway, there's a number of fiberglass units, but I'd say this one would be the top of the line, kind of like Airstream is the top of the line in RV travel trailers. But it's also, as she points out, and it's true, it has a rear door the entry door is at the back of the unit, which is fairly unique, and it gives them a way to lay out the interior, which is very useful. And so check it out for those of you that are looking for mini or what I call micro travel trailers, because it's a good unit. It's just, for me, I just thought it was a little pricey, because you can buy a casita 13 foot, 16 foot for around 17,000. So you're looking at about $4,000 difference. That's significant. And also the Lil Snoozy weighs a little more than the casita, so you could pull the casita a little easier. But anyway, having said that, I just wanted to bring you up to speed on that comment. And this particular individual was looking at converting a cargo van to an RV, and I've checked on that too. I've looked at a lot of different options, and converting a cargo van was one of them. But there's a lot of things there, man, because the cargo van is built to be a cargo van, okay? And when you start changing the dynamics, the engineering dynamics of that unit by adding stuff on the interior like cabinets, refrigerator, possibly putting in a window AC and all this sort of thing. And, the tongue weight on that thing is designed for a certain weight of travel trailer. So, you may even have to look into changing that. I'm not sure. So, but, by the time you got it all ready to go, you could have bought a good used small RV. You can buy you a 16-foot used RV for $8,000 or less. And by the time you convert a cargo van, you're going to have spent pretty close to that, I bet you. But anyway, having said that, that's what I wanted to say about the Lil Snoozy. And for those of you that are looking for a micro RV, I think it's a great unit. I've looked at it. I mean, if I could afford it, or could I afford it? Yeah, I could force myself to afford it. I could. And, and then I couldn't pull it with my Prius. I'd still have to have a something to tow it with, and more than likely it'd have to be a pickup, because there's not too many cars that can tow 3,000 pounds or more. So you'd have to go with probably a pickup, and a pickup is expensive. That's it, even a used pickup. But anyway, having said that, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye, buy locally when you can, buy USA made products when you can. This is TC, stands for Trenton Clump, and it is the only presence here other than me in this 26-foot Jayco J-Flight bunkhouse RV at my home base in Central Texas, USA. Bye-bye. Y'all have a good day.